And we're not just talking about healthy in our body, talking about in our mind, talking about our soul, in our relationships, in our community, in our university, in our government. That's all we really want is healthy.
Inconvenience doesn't make for excuses, but clarity. Paint by number draws it out in open space. Keep the colors within the darkened lines. Speaking to you, speaking to me.
The Navy has said in part, well, one of the reasons we're not doing this is there's no way to pick up these bombs. Because to do that, you'd need a bomb picker-upper. And so we invented it.
What you make doesn't even have to be good or sellable. It's that process of creating that is so enjoyable and transformative.
When everything that you feel like you know is thrown into question, and all you're left with is this decision to make. Are you going to continue along the same path, living this life with this belief that you have no other option but to accept what you've been given? Or are you going to take that risk and completely change your outlook?
Kiss the ground. I am so small, I can barely be seen. How can this great love be inside me? That's the question. How can this great love be inside me? Then he answers it. Look at your eyes. They are small, but they see enormous things. I am so small, I can barely be seen. How can this great love be inside me?
Minute and think about those numbers and those statistics. With every trip that I've made to Uganda, I've been reminded that behind those lifeless, cold statistics is a story of human suffering. And those stories are usually about the struggle between life and death.
Students have to bridge the gap between all of these subjects in order to solve a problem that they'll likely face one day when they're running their own business or one day when they're in their respective careers.
Tear me open and stitch me shut, but doctor, don't you see that this old fever's gonna burn me up if you don't attend to me?
If we could immunize a cancer patient with a vaccine that induced immunity against these bad carbohydrates, perhaps we could have a cure for cancer.
Which is a tower constructed on the spine of a song which showed me at a very young age that my speech would always be made of music. We are always singing in our own way, every pain, every pride, and every light to lay lips on our existence.
Each of us deserves and wants a world-class health system, and I truly believe it's within our reach. But first, we should take a step back and figure out where we should be investing our time, our energy, and our resources. I believe we should be doing those things where we can make the most impact, and that's at the workplace.
This touch of fresh food production back to the big cities. We believe offshore farming is feasible today, and we know that offshore farming is going to become increasingly important in the near future.
Perhaps it's time for us to consider if the voices at the table actually represent the collective us. Imagine what we are missing out on in imagination, creativity, ingenuity, potential opportunities.
Now everybody wanna treat me like a housefly. Turn me around. people tell me to keep on dreaming. Oh, that's just what I'm gonna do.
Now, changing social truths isn't something just reserved for the 19th century. We have to ask ourselves, which ones are we changing today?
My heart to know that I may not have actually led to that development, but I officially was a part of the process that enabled that. And to be able to do that in New York City and see that across the globe, this is an idea that people are really grasping a hold of to really build the civic involvement of their own communities is a powerful thing and an idea worth spreading. Thank you.